What if I told you that your next business breakthrough doesn't come from another strategy call, but from silence? Stillness isn't weakness. It's a portal to wisdom and our soul-led leaders. It's the new success standard. In this episode of the Generational Rhodium, we're reframing stillness, meditation, and ancestral rituals as strategic and not just spiritual. Great awakening, magnificent people. I am Jasmine D. Thank you so much for joining the Generational Rhodium. It is the media and healing component of HWPLP. HWPLP stands for Health, Wealth, Prosperity, Love, Peace. We are a movement-driven investment firm committed to building generational wealth through healing, collective economics, real estate, and venture capital. We empower individuals to heal financially, build wealth strategically, and cultivate thriving, prosperous communities rooted in love and peace. Our mission is to merge economic growth, community development with holistic wellness to ensure that wealth is not just created, but it is something that is sustained with purpose and for generations. Please do take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And visit our website at HWPLP.com to learn more about the mission and also join our mailing list. This is our final episode that ties to our newsletter entitled Healing Before Hustling: Why Inner Work Fuels Financial Freedom. Now let's get into this magnificence. Let's break the myth right now, in this moment. Stillness does not equal laziness. Pause means you are falling behind. That's a lie. This false belief is rooted in the hustle culture and the survival conditioning. It trains us to equate rest, reflection, and slowing down with weakness. The impact that we feel as a result is we feel guilty and anxious when we rest. We override our intuition. We ignore our body's signals, and we silence our spiritual guidance. And the result is predictable. You burn out. You have emptiness, you're misaligned in your decision making, and it's the very thing that blocks our success. But here is the truth. Stillness is not laziness. It's strategy. When we pause, we integrate. We get clarity. We open space to receive guidance. Success without stillness is fragile. Success with stillness is sustained, aligned, and magnetic. Stillness looks like meditation, grounding, breath work, and just being in solitude. These practices, they regulate our nervous system, which regulates our decision making. And science backs this. Quieting the mind activates the prefrontal cortex. It is the part of the brain that is responsible for executive functions, such as strategy, creative thinking, breakthroughs. So these are things that we really do need to connect with if we want to be strategic. Silence is where spirit speaks to us. We have to shift the mindset of being reactive and starting to listen to our intuition and letting our intuition speak to us and give us guidance. When we're reactive in our actions, it's in a state of survival. When our nervous system is in this flight or fight mood, we come from a place of fear, urgency, and scarcity. We rush our decisions, we overthink, and we people please. It is a hustle without clarity. Some of the signs you might see is, I have to do this right now or I'll fall behind. Saying yes out of fear or missing out. Being exhausted, frustrated, despite putting in so much effort. This leads us to a place of being misaligned. The outcomes are not as effective as they can be. We waste a lot of our energy and we drain ourselves, and it leads us to burnout. But if we're paused and present, this is where the magic happens. You pause long enough for your nervous system to settle. You breathe, you ground, you journal. You ask your inner wisdom, what my alignment needs. Your chaos becomes clarity. Your force turns into a flow. And then that leads us to the intuitive execution. Now our actions come from wisdom, not from fear. It calms, it grounds, it's magnetic. You see this when your decisions feel expansive, not heavy. You can create better with results that are tenfold what you've experienced in the past. You have synchronicities in your opportunities. You can see things before they even happen. It just aligns. It is just synced. It is the way it is naturally supposed to be. And it leads to sustained success, ease, unexpected income. Who doesn't mind a little money flowing? Clarity in our decisions. Now let me share a little story about myself. When I was transitioning from USAID, which is the agency that was dismantled by this administration, I started developing HWPLP. This wasn't something I was developing because I was in a state of fear. I was in a state of flow. I was ready for something different. I was ready to do something that aligned with my soul's purpose. And I wanted to do things that would get me on the path that I had always been seeking for in everything that I had done in my life. So I use regular rituals. I meditate. I wake up early in the morning. I get up early, 4 o'clock. I meditate. I exercise. And then I start my day. I read also. I read in the morning for an hour. And then I start my day. And I did this every day. I even was journaling. I was doing many, many things so spirit could speak through me. My spirit guides can work through me. I did affirmations in the mirror all the time. I spoke love into myself. And that is when flow started. Downloads started rapidly happening. And the vision of all the things that have been done in my life, in this journey to this point, started to connect dots. And HWPLP was born. Please indulge me. Let's take a quick moment to breathe. This will be a box. Breathing. Breath work. 4, 4, 4. And in those 4, we will say affirmations. The inhale will be I receive divine clarity. The hold is I trust my intuition. And the exhale hold will be I choose peace over pressure. So close your eyes or soften your gaze and let's get started. Inhale, I receive divine clarity. Hold, I trust my intuition. Exhale, I choose peace over pressure. Hold. Inhale, I receive divine clarity. Hold, I trust my intuition. Exhale, I choose peace over pressure. Hold. Last time, inhale, I receive divine clarity. Hold, I trust my intuition. Exhale, I choose peace over pressure. As you open your eyes, think of how that makes you feel. Peace over pressure. Trusting your intuition. How many times have you heard that voice or felt it in your heart or felt it in your soul? You felt something, but you ignored it. Because you said, oh, that's weird. I'm not doing that. oh, that's not what everybody else would do. I'm not doing that. What if you did do it? How different would you be right now if you did do it? What would it be like to step outside of a box and live your true self? Let's move on. So stillness isn't just about you. It's about who walks with you. Your ancestors walk with you. Your spirit guides walk with you. And they give you guidance. And some of the most powerful guidance that you could ever experience comes from them. Because that guidance is pure wisdom. And when you pause and you listen, and you don't lead yourself, you just allow yourself to be led, that is divine. Utilizing daily rituals can create space for your guidance. You can use an offering through an altar. You can take moments of silence in nature. Hug a tree. I hug trees all the time. I say thank you to leaves as I pass them. I excuse myself if I bump them. We're all connected. We're all one. We're all energy. So be kind to all. You can also journal after your prayers, after your meditation, to your ancestors. They're there to help you. They're there to guide you. They're there to work with you on this journey. They are happy when you call for them. They look forward to it. Now, here are some rituals that you can do that will ground you, that will help you make sure that you connect with your soul leaders. Meditation, like I stated in my story, my very brief story, I meditate every single morning between 4 and 5 a.m. in the morning. I am not telling you to do that. That is just my journey and my portion, but I am saying that that is something that has transformed my life. It is something that is going to heal you. And it is great for you to listen to spirit, because spirit will speak to you. Something that is also important that I also mentioned, I exercise. Movement. Your guides and your ancestors speak to you all the time. And our leadership begins in our body. So stretch, walk, exercise, dance, move around, take up space. And then the last one, you can get messages. That can be from mindless journaling, journaling without thinking, shadow work journaling, allowing your shadow or your ancestors to speak through you through the pen. You can also use oracle cards. You can pull a card. Usually what you pull is what you need at that moment. You can offer water to your ancestors. And you can also sit in silence and listen to them. Also, messages I have experienced come from mirror work. Staring in the mirror and allowing them to speak to you. So, the greatest strategies are often, I would say, are always born in silence. Chaos will never give you the answers that you need. And the most powerful leaders know how to sit with themselves before moving in the world. Stillness is not a retreat. It is a return to self, a return to source, and a return to the soul. Now, please join me as we close with the HWPLP affirmation. Heal your mind, body, and soul. Build the wealth that is your birthright. Live in full prosperity. Love unconditionally. And live in a state of peace. And so it is, And so I am, and so it be. I am Jasmine D with HWPLP, and I want to thank you so much for joining the Generational Rhodium. I really look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, peace, love, and light. Thank you.